need some help? Come on, help me out. All right. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. So I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Well, I release and I let go. I let that Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. Well, no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Come on, unity. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I didn't see any hats go up in the air during that song. Yeah. Maybe I was looking the other way. Welcome. Good morning. I'm Brian Fallon. It's a delight to see each and every one of you here this morning as we come together for celebration on Sunday. We're so blessed by your presence today. Before we get rolling, let's take a moment to make sure that we've turned off our cell phones and other annoying noise-making devices. You know which ones you have. Each Sunday, we come together to celebrate our oneness with each other and with God. We welcome people of every culture and lifestyle and creed in every walk of life. We honor the many paths to God, the many names for God, and the many ways in which we each experience God in our lives. We're grateful for the presence of God within each of us and for the expression of love and joy and truth in our lives. And as we do each Sunday, we join today with folks around the world sharing Unity's daily word. Today's daily word is healing. I live from the truth of my being. I invite you to let these words be your words. I was born in the image and likeness of the great Creator. As such, perfect health is my divine inheritance as a child of God. I recall the story of the woman who touched the fringe of Jesus' garment and was immediately healed. He said to her, "Daughter, your faith has made you well." Like this woman, my faith enlivens and strengthens me. I reach within and touch God through prayer. I affirm the truth of my body's natural healing ability and envision the radiating light of God working in me now to establish the highest manifestation of my physical being. Every cell is infused with life-creating properties. I am renewed and revitalized from head to toe. My heart overflows with gratitude for the gift of health and wholeness. And from Luke 8:48 we read, he said to her, "Daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace." If you would like your very own copy of the Daily Word, to have those serene moments each and every day, they are available. I think either over there in the gallery or downstairs, and you can also get them, not that any of us need these, but large print is available for those for whom it might be helpful. I bring you greetings and love this morning from Reverend Heidi, who is off today. She'll be back with us on February 5th, and we are blessed today to have our friend and our powerful spiritual teacher, Reverend Patty Pipia, is with us today. We'll tell you a little more about her in a little bit. First, we're going to light the Christ candle that simply reminds us of the light that is within each of us. And I invite you to put your hand on your heart, and let's say together, I am the light of the world. Together, I am the light of the world. And look at your neighbor on either side, not in another section. A neighbor on either side, and remind them that they are the light of the world, and together you are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. Come back to me now. Come back. And rub your hands together, get that energy going. Put your hands up, put them over your heart, however you want to do it, but let's extend that blessing to everyone in the world and know that we are the light of the world. Together, we are the light of the world. And so it is. And on that fabulous note, let's hear from our wonderful guest singer, Josie Falbo.
Some dreams live on in time forever. Those dreams you want with all your heart, and I'll do whatever it takes. Follow through with the promise I made. Put it all on the line. What I hope for at last will be mine. If I could reach higher, just for one moment touch the sky. With that one moment in my life, I'm gonna be stronger. Know that I've tried my very best. I put my spirit to the test. If I could reach, some days are meant to be remembered. Those days we rise above the stars. So I'll go the distance this time, seeing more, the higher I climb. That the more I believe, all the more that this dream will be mine. If I could reach higher, just for one moment touch the sky. And that one moment in my life, I'm gonna be so much stronger. Know that I've tried my very best. I put my spirit to the test. If I could reach, if I could reach higher, know that I've tried that touch the sky. For that one moment in my life, I'm gonna be stronger. Know that I've tried my very best. I put my spirit to the test. If I could reach, put my spirit to the test. If I could reach, you.
Well then. Thank you, Josie, Gretchen, Rhoda, Peter, Bill, Sarah. And I forgot to say hello to the folks that are visiting us online. Hi, Mitchell. And we have a special welcome. We're so excited today to have Rev Patty Pipia with us. Rev Patty is an inspirational speaker, teacher, a caring and loving mentor, and she's someone who not only teaches universal laws, she lives by them. She's an energy healer of mind, heart, and soul, and she served as minister and speaker at various Unity churches and is currently the spiritual director and chaplain at Comfort Hospice and Palliative Care, and she's also working here at Unity in Chicago with our prayer chaplains. Let's have a warm welcome for you, Rev Patty Pipia.
My pleasure. Wow. It's always good to be here at Unity in Chicago. So as I usually do, I have to take a moment of silence to bless each and every one of you, to love you, feel that love. See, it's also time for me to do my energy work. And my goal with my energy work with you is to always make sure that you feel loved and safe. No matter where you are, what you're doing, who you're with, under any circumstances. Because that is the truth about us. We are always loved and we are always safe when we are in the awareness that God is present. That we are standing upon holy ground, no matter where we are or what we're doing. Okay? Wow, the energy's so good in here. Am I supposed to do the meditation or the lesson first? I got messed up last time. Message first. Oh my God. I'm going to try not to run into Rev Heidi's talk next week because these two go together. It's about making room for the new. So do you know what that means? You got to let go. You know that song, I Release and I Let Go? When I started out at the senior minister at Unity in Des Plaines, I made them sing that song for a whole year. It's the honest to God's truth. I thought it was like 8 months, and then I was talking to somebody. I said, how long did I make you people sing that song? She goes, for a whole year. Because I just wanted people to let go of whatever they were hanging on about previous ministers, previous experiences there, and all that other good stuff. Because I'm not their past. And you're not my past. You're my present. Well, sort of you are. Some of you are, because I've been here since Mike Matoyne days. Isn't that a long time? Think about it. And I show up to always help out. Why? Because I love you all. I love this church. You are important to me. So now we got to start letting go. So, who's cleaning out their closets? Oh, very good. Very good. Very good. How about under your beds? Okay. Because, we want to get rid of that material things that we don't use. Or we're saving them for that special occasion when something tells us, oh, I got that somewhere, but I don't remember where. We're hoarders. Maybe most of us aren't as bad as some of the people that we see on TV, but, you have to let go of stuff in order to create a vacuum in your life. If you don't have a vacuum in your house to welcome new things in, where are you going to put it? Where are you going to put it? Nobody really cleans out their garage until they get a brand new car. Oh, yeah, now it's time to clean out. Are you cleaning out your garages? If not, that's an assignment. Oh, but here's the best one. I know I won't ask you to raise your hands, but storage space. Who's got storage space with a bunch of stuff in it? Oh, we got some really honest people back there. Thank you for being honest. All right. The best way to come into some extra cash, open up that storage space and have a garage sale. I'm serious. If you're not using it, why are you holding on to it? Think about it. Why? Really? Those old clothes. Oh, from high school. Come on, let's face it. Most of us are not going to fit into them. That's gone. I'm sorry. Those shoes, those worn out shoes. Oh, one day I'll take them to the shoemaker. No, you won't. Let them go. You know what? Maybe some nice homeless person would really appreciate them because maybe that's what they can really afford. Or give them to them. How about start giving your stuff? You can sell, you can give, you can donate. That's building a consciousness of God is my only source and supply. Now, Juan, can you throw up that beautiful last-minute PowerPoint thing I wanted? Mickey goes, I did it yesterday. Are you kidding me? And I said, well, we don't have to do it. But she said, but for you, Reverend Patty, I'll do it. I want you to look at this picture. This is the reality of you and I. We all think we're this physical body. That is not the truth about us. This is what we are. We are light beings. And the human part of us is the one that wants to hang on, cling to, no matter how worn out or how broken it is. Why? It's like hanging on to a park. Everything is energy, folks. This stand, the seats, the clothes, everything we see. It's energy that has taken on form. And form begins with our thoughts and our emotions and the ones that we keep repeating over and over again. And when we have a closet full of stuff, no, let's forget. Let's go to the garage. Or even your cars. There's a nice picture. And I get in my car, because I work out of my car too sometimes. I go, who the hell was in here? It's blown up. But really, are you ready to clean out, let go of the little pieces of paper and receipts from 1998 that you really no longer need? Because the taxes, you only really have to hold on for 7 or 10 years. So anything after that you can let go of. It's about bringing in, it's about creating a space within you as well as in your lives. Don't you want that? So if you want prosperity, you want abundance in your life, but most of all, I know each and every one of you wants wealth. I want more than prosperity. I want wealth. And wealth means well-being. Well-being. Don't you all want well-being? If I'm happy, I'm not worried about my finances. If I have a sense of well-being and I love myself and I respect myself and I can look in the mirror and say, oh, Patty, baby, I love you today, I'm doing good. I have a good image of myself. And that's another thing we got to start getting rid of is those bad self-image. We want to get to, I am the light. Because that's the truth about you. You were made in the image and likeness of God, and God is spirit, and God is light. Start seeing ourselves as who we truly are, and that's light beings. This body is only a temple. It's a vehicle for spirit, for light to work through. And with emotional debris, clutter, I'll tell you what clutter does for you. It attracts negative energy. Did you know that? Negative energy, negative elements from the other side. You ever go into a basement that's just packed with stuff and you get the heebie-jeebies going right through you? You know what that is? Ghoulies. Spiritual ghoulies. They go, oh, you're in my space. That's why it's very important to clean out the basement, too. I know people who have moved from home to home, and they take the boxes with them. But they have no idea what's really in those boxes. How are you making room for the new in your life? That's the question. What are you letting go? What are you letting go of? And if you did need it again, wouldn't you know that God would provide it for you? We hang on to the stuff because we don't trust God. We don't recognize God as our only source and supply. Who gave it to you in the first place? Sorry to say, I'm the divine. It came through different avenues. Everybody thinks their job is the source. No, it's not. It's an avenue in which you receive money. It's an avenue. It's a channel for you to receive. So that's why it's really important for us to acknowledge the power and the presence of God within us, as us. See, because when we pray, when we meditate, we reflect in and we move from this intellectual mind into the heart and the wisdom of God in our chest, we're set free. Sometimes we even let go of stuff that we don't even know that we're letting go of emotionally. I know next week is about forgiveness, but I can't help but talk about it now. I think that forgiveness is the biggest key to our spiritual advancement, our spiritual enlightenment, to our spiritual attunement. Because if we're holding on to anger and resentment, it's creating an emotional block. Then how can we really feel good about ourselves? How can we really feel and know God more as our only source and supply? And then how can we attract more good in our lives? If we have all this emotional garbage that's hanging onto our heart that we're not willing to let go of because we think we're punishing the other person or the situation. How do you get a better job if you got anger and resentment working? Now, I know this doesn't apply to any of you, but those relationship issues, One common denominator. You were there all the time. The truth hurts, but it will set you free. So, and we always want to blame it on the other person. We always want to blame it on the institution. We always want to blame it on the outside of us somewhere, somehow, in some manner, shape, or form, correct? Oh, don't sit there like you're all innocent, please. We do. But we have to let it go if we want to create a flow of more light energy to move in and through us, to vibrate from us, to attract a better job, increase finances. How about a nice relationship? There we go with the relationship. What was your part in the relationship? How did you show up or not show up? Because I know if I asked anyone in this room, and if you asked me, I could tell you easily how everybody else did not show up for me. That's why I say, don't put a crown on me because it's very, very heavy on my head. Even though I'd like to wear it, I can't, because when it falls down, people that put it up there, they go, oh, how could that be? We do it to each other. I'm human. I'm spiritual. I'm a mystic. I'm working the principles just like everybody else. I don't have it all together. But the Spirit of God inside me does. And if I have a relationship with the Spirit of God inside me through prayer and meditation and just reflection, I can see the stuff that I need to let go of. Don't you? You know when you're ugly. You just know when you're ugly to somebody. Then you walk away and then you shame yourself. What was I like that for? I don't understand. They didn't really deserve it. Well, maybe they did. I don't know. But you have these little self-talks. You got to make room in your head and in your heart. You know, you're all getting another bead today, and it's about the heart chakra. You know, if you didn't take out your garbage in the house and you let it stay there for a year, do I need to go anywhere else with this? Are you getting the picture? Yeah, it'd be stinky. Well, honey, you're stinky too when you hold on to some of this stuff. And then let's go. How about the bad attitudes? I'll never love again. Oh, get off of it. Love is what we are. You and I were made in the image and likeness of love. Yeah, and sometimes when we go out there and we extend ourselves in certain ways to love somebody or something in our lives, and then it doesn't act or behave the way we thought it would, then we get hurt. Well, we need to feel the hurt, walk through the hurt, so that you can set yourself free from that energy block. And you won't have the attitude then, well, I'm never going to love again. Then, you know what, when you say stuff like that, well, you're gypping yourself. And you're gypping the world. You're cheating the world of your love. So cleaning out is not just about, but this is a good place for all of us to start. The house, the drawers, the car, the laundry room. There's another collect-all place, I'll tell you. We got more rags than we know what to do with, but we don't even realize they're rags yet. Thank God, you know, people that are in their houses for like 40 years and then, or 50 years, and then their kids have to come and clean it out after they die. Oh, Lord. Moms, dads sometimes hold on to everything, especially with the kids, everything they make. You know what? Don't put it in a box then. Put it up on the wall so everybody can see the artwork of your child. Don't hide it. That's your good in your life. Now, most of you know about Sierra, that's in my life. She's my godchild that I help raise. People come into my home, they go, my God, is that a shrine of Sierra? I say, yes, it is. And I'm proud of it. Look at the tiger she drew. Look at the beautiful flower. I mean, not the ugly ones. You know, you put that aside, but you put the good stuff up on the wall. I mean, are you hearing the message here today? What is it you got to let go of if you want good in your life? You know, you have a 5-pound container, and if it's completely full, how are you going to put more stuff in it? You can't. Tupperware has not discovered how to put 10 pounds in a 5-pound container. And that's what we're doing with our lives. You know, say, God, I'm ready to receive. I'm willing to let go. I'm willing to release this stuff that's not working for me anymore. And, you know, this stuff, I'm going to give it away, put it in a garage sale, make some extra money. And, you know, if you don't want the money, make the extra money and give it to a donation, a charity or something. Take your friends out to dinner. Put it in the basket at Unity. Did you get that, board members? I wanted to give them a couple other options, you know. So, you know, our mind and our lives are like a garden, okay? I know there's a lot of garden people here, and you guys do an extraordinary job out there. And you know why you do an extraordinary job and it looks so beautiful out there? Because you take all the weeds out, don't you? Spring's coming, man, you're going to be digging up, pulling out, digging up, pulling out those weeds. Because the weeds, if you just let them go, you go, well, they're green and they're natural. You know, they're going to choke to death the beauty of the flowers. Am I right? Okay, so I'm telling you, get the weeds out of your mind, get the weeds out of your backyard, get the weeds out of your closet, your garage, your drawers, your car, wherever that little secret hiding place of the Most High in the outer world is, clean it out. And then I know next week Heidi's going to talk about cleaning out, you know, yourselves, your attitudes. Are you aware of how you come off to people? If you're not, ask your friends. They'll tell you. Because you're not as golden as you think you are. Or if not, ask your family members. Boy, they'll really. I'm telling you, go to your friends first. They'll be a little softer. And always remember that your families push your buttons because they installed them. Very important to remember that. But we can deactivate those buttons. We can deactivate those buttons, all right? Don't you want to be happy? I said to somebody, I said, do you want to be happy or do you want to be right? And I never expected the answer because I want to be both. I said, gee, I never thought about it that way. But, I mean, really, what is going to bring you happiness? Your stuff? They tell us happiness is an inside job. How's that working for you? That resentment, how's it working for you? Does it make you feel good? Sometimes we stay angry and mad, and you know why? Because it makes us feel better than. Well, we get down to the core of why we do that. Do you want to be a victim forever and ever? Put the victim hats away. Stand in your spiritual power and say, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to be this victim anymore. And I'm not saying you shouldn't feel like a victim when you've been victimized. What I'm saying is don't live in it. Move through it. And then you become the victor. Make sense? And once you start cleaning out space around you and within you, you're making room for the new. You're making room for the new. Don't you want something new to happen? Yeah. What is it? Start writing down how you want your health to be better. Let go of some of the energy belief system. Well, heart disease runs in the family, so, they'll probably get it. Breast cancer, oh, they'll get it. Oh, yeah, I'll get it. Or this and that. Oh, yeah, my 5 grandmothers, they died of this, so I'll probably get it. Hey, you're hanging on to it. Let it go. I am healthy, whole, and complete in the Spirit of God within me. Instead of thinking what you have inherited mentally. Not that there isn't some DNA troubles, but if we're feeding it with our thoughts, well, what do? We activate it, don't we? If you're looking for that right relationship, you know what? You better start cleaning house on how you don't like yourself. What you don't like about yourself. Because if you can't like yourself and love yourself, how are you going to get that right relationship? Finances. Oh, yeah, we can become misers, can't we? I got a paycheck. I got to hold on to it. Because I don't know if I'll get another one. Why are we going there? Look within, reflect within, get that energy block out of you. Maybe you're not going to be doing it once or twice, and it'll be completely done. It might take a while to get this, because you know what? You didn't become this way overnight, did you? I know I didn't. I always tell people, yes, I didn't get this pretty overnight, and I got a lot more pretty to go. But so do all of you, We're all in the same boat. Nobody's better than us. Nobody's less than us. And I'll tell you, once you start cleaning out the physical realm around you and putting order to it, you know what happens? Something happens inside here too. Yeah. Don't you want that? You're children of God. You're divine heirs to a kingdom. I'm ready to receive, Lord, but I'm also ready and willing to let go of what I need to let go of in my life, physically, materialistically, mentally, spiritually, that is no longer serving me. We block our own good, do we not? Because we want to be right. Don't you forget it. But righteousness can bring you lack, negativity, limitation. What are you willing to let go of so that good can come into your life? Examine your life. Take time. And after you start letting go, set down your intentions about what you would like to bring into your life. Set your goals because you're worthy of it. I know sometimes society and just growing up, we've picked up that nasty, nasty lie that we're not worthy. But we are. We're divine heirs to a kingdom, and it's a kingdom of God. It's not the kingdom here on earth. I need to forgive myself daily in order to make room for my good. Charles Fillmore said that we need to practice self-forgiveness at least an hour a day. Well, I don't do it quite that much, but But when I'm driving, when I get up in the morning before I get out of bed, I try to work on my forgiveness and my forgiveness in the evening, before I fall asleep. Because every day we're judging and we're criticizing ourselves and we're putting ourselves down. And, here's the big twist. When we do that to ourselves, that's the way we do it to other people. And that's why I say self-forgiveness, releasing from your spiritual DNA what doesn't belong there, opens up the gateway to the spiritual DNA that needs to be expressing through you, the light that needs to be expressing through you. We are light beings. And they said, let your light shine. Do not, cover your light with a bushel. My question to you is, what is your bushel? What's your fear? What's your doubt? What's your insecurity? You got to get rid of it. You got to walk through it. And the more that we do that, the more confident we become within ourselves that God is our source and supply, that God is working out the details to my life. It might not be as quick as I'd like it to be, but you know what? There's another lesson. God teaches me patience by making me wait. And sometimes things happen quickly and efficiently, and then I go, wow. Trust the process. Prepare your lives for the new. Prepare your life for the new. You're worthy. You deserve it. I don't care who told you what, that you weren't. It wasn't the truth. But do your part. We're co-creating. God ain't going to go out to your garage and clean it. The God in your body will trot you out for you to do it. And then there will be this little voice that says, pitch it, donate it, put it in the garage sale. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's important to have a relationship with the God of your understanding inside of you. I don't know about you, but my biggest famous quote out of the Bible is, these things that I do, you shall do an even greater. I've been on this path most of my life, wanting to figure out, how do I do that? And it's called fine-tuning. Fine-tuning myself. Not everybody's right and not everybody's wrong. Stand on holy ground. Stand in your spiritual power. Because you know what? Every day you're standing upon holy ground. It's about you recognizing it or not. And ask Spirit what it is that I need to release today. Those phones, that you used to have years ago, that you they had a cord. I bet you some of you people still have some in the garage somewhere or in the basement. And here's the and I bet you they don't even work. There you go. What are you saving it for? There's a lot of places that take donations and they recycle. Take it there. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Set yourself free. Let the outer things that you don't use, let them go. The inner things, what is not serving you to your highest and best good, let it go. It's not about you being right. It's about you standing in your spiritual power and saying, I am a child of God and I can move through this. God help me. And all of God's people say, Amen. Ooh, very nice, huh? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love Unity, the way they teach, it's about us becoming a better human being. It's easy to throw stones at other people, isn't it? Even though I don't want to, sometimes I still do. But that's besides the point. What am I doing next? Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. Got it.
All right, so we're going to start our meditation by singing Our Thoughts, Our Prayers. We'll have that up here shortly. Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Listen to what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a breath.
Just allow yourselves to let go. Let go enough that that chair supports you. And just become aware of your breath, which is really the breath of God that is moving through you. Healing, renewing, restoring your body, your mind, your blood. Just tell yourself, I now let go of the stress and the tension from my body. I let go so God can be my authentic self in me. I release and I let go so God can. I release and I let go so my light can shine through me. Feel that breath. It's a mighty breath. Because there was a day when you were a divine idea in the mind of God. And God breathed into your nostrils. And you took on form. Everything you desire is within you. Not in your human self, but in the Spirit of God that lives in you. Jesus said, do you not know that your body is the temple of a living God? There in the midst of you and me, God is. God is the peace that you seek. Affirm, I am peace right now. I am peaceful. I am divine. I am the Christ. I am the Christ. Say it to yourself. You might feel uncomfortable with it, or it may feel very familiar to you. But the Christ is you. The Christ in me is my hope of glory. What glory do you seek today through the Christ? When we have When we have our health, we have everything. Be still. Let God love you for just a moment and allow yourself to feel it. You are greatly loved. You are greatly adored by the loving light of God that you are. You have been blessed and you have been encouraged through this spirit of light, loving light today. And we say thank you, God. And so it is. Amen.
Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Listen to what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer.
In this moment of quiet, we are so grateful that love is present here and now. And in this loving silence, let us bring forth the names of those we wish to pray for. And while we're holding people in prayer, let us hold those on the screen behind us in prayer. And expanding our prayer power out into this congregation, to all the staff and every member here, and thanking Reverend Patty for her service this morning, and all the volunteers and each one of you, for we are the community and we're the children of God gathered together, and those in our outer media world. And then once again, expanding this ever outward into our country and all around the world, sending the love and prayer of God surrounding this world. And we say thank you for answered prayer. Thank you for being one and being loved. We are your prayer chaplains today, Jeff, Tom, and myself. We are delighted to be able to pray with you. Whatever, bring your joys, bring happiness, bring concerns. All is kept in confidence. We can meet you over here in the Fillmore room. We can pray with you in the sanctuary or wherever you are more comfortable. Also know that we are available before the service to pray with you too. Since there's one service, we have opportunity before and after. Once again, we thank you for this service of being able to pray with you. And once again, we have a wellness list, and there's a sign-up sheet over by the prayer box on this little table, and I believe downstairs too. You'll find it. Sign up, and we would be delighted to pray with you. Once again, thank you.
Thank you. Oh, yes, the collection. See, we have to pass the basket, and you know why? because otherwise you'd never take us seriously. You know, and the one thing, yeah, and the one thing too is I was talking about this at the prosperity class on Thursday night. Is, you know, this is your spiritual home. You come here, you get spiritually fed. This is your spiritual breakfast. You know, a lot of people, you know, Jesus talked about, you know, I give you food that you not even know of. This is the food Jesus was talking about. You know, give from your hearts. Give with the right intention, you know, and give in love. If you can't give in love, then you know what? Don't poison the basket with your negativity. I'm sorry. Don't poison the well. Hold it back until you really can give. With a grateful heart, a loving heart, and recognizing that God is your only source and supply. So let us affirm together divine love richly flowing through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I've given, and all that I receive. I am grateful for the blessings of this day. I am grateful for the blessings on the way.
And God is my source. Rhoda's going to help me out.
Thank you.
God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks. For all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. How about love? Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need. Let's sing about peace. Peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything I need. All right.
Well, while we're still waiting for the baskets to come up here, I want to tell you a story. I'm a storyteller. Oh, I love it. Oh, man, I wish I had 100 of you out here. You'd be feeding me. Oh, I'd be going off. You know, last night, Sierra had this recital. And why am I going with this? I forgot. Because I got all excited somebody egged me on. Isn't that something? No ego there, you know, so... Let me see, will it come back? Oh, I know why. I never thought anybody in the whole world would ever ask me this. She applied at Diva Quest. She was one of the 10 finalists, okay? And it's an organization that, you know, more mature women support, that they find young ladies that sing, and they give scholarships out, okay? So the choir was there, and then the 10 girls did their performance. Sierra didn't get where she wanted to be, but that's okay. I told her God had a bigger scholarship prepared for her. But the choir director comes up to me and says, hey, would you like to join? Do you sing? And I said, no. I said, honey, I only make joyful noise unto the Lord. In fact, when I was a senior minister, they would tell me, step back from the mic, Patty, we're recording this. Step back from the mic, we are recording. Now, is that a piece of prosperity, unexpected prosperity? Do you know that lady said, I still want you to call me. So anyways, that's my little story about prosperity in a new way. Okay, now we're ready for the baskets. I was just buying time, you know. You know, as I say, when I have the honor and the privilege to give the lesson, I always feel like these gifts are already blessed. So I always like blessing the givers. Is it okay if I bless all of you? Because you were the mighty instruments for God to work through today to support this church, this ministry, whether it's with your presence, your financial gifts, with you just showing up and volunteering. You gave. You let your light shine here. You allowed God to work through you. So I ask the infinite power of love, life, and wisdom to bestow upon you a new enlightenment about yourself and your lives and your relationship with God. And we thank them, God, for showing up here today to have an experience of you. May they all go home knowing that they've been touched by you. And so it is. Amen.
Let's take a moment to thank Reverend Patty for being with us and sharing her message. One of the fun parts about platforming is getting to see the notes for the flowers beforehand. And today is a special one. Today's flowers are generously donated by Ramona Passetti in honor of her mom, Ann Jaskup's 101st birthday.
To give you a blessing, right, Brian?
Yep.
Because you're an inspiration to us. There's no way you look like you're 101. You know? 80, yes. 101, no. But we want to say, we love you. We bless you. I'm talking in tongues. We love you, we bless you. We appreciate you, and we behold the God in you. And so it is. Amen. Thank you.
And then there's Ramona's lovely note. Dearest Mom, Babu, Anne, whatever name each of us knows her by, your family and friends consider ourselves so blessed to have you in our lives. We're especially grateful to be celebrating your 101st birthday with you today. We've all been touched by your love, compassion, and your wonderful sense of humor that surprises us and makes us laugh every time. We want to applaud you for your strength and determination to come back from 2 recent hospitalizations with more vim and vigor than ever. We could say so much more, but we close with, we love you, we bless you, and we're thankful for the bright light that you are in our lives. Loving blessings from Ramona, Bill, and on behalf of all of us. We love you, Anne. Happy birthday. And I hope to look that good when I hit 80. Yeah. Thank you for the flowers, Ramona. And we'd like to know that you can donate flowers on February 5th, and there are March dates available as also. You can stop by the information table to reserve a date. We'd like to thank those of you that are joining us and welcome you for the first time, if you're with us for the first time. We hope you've enjoyed the experience. We have a token of appreciation, and as a reminder of your gift, we have something to remind you of your first time with us. If you are with us for the first time, if you could raise your hands with me and keep your hands up so our welcome team can find you. Bob's got them over there. Pat over here. Bob. The folks passing out the flowers are members of our welcome team, and they have pink badges, and we'd love to greet you downstairs and answer any questions that you might have about Unity in general, or Unity in Chicago in particular. There's also a packet that they're giving you, and in there there's a yellow visitor card. We'd appreciate it if you could fill that out so we could learn a little bit more about you, and then make sure you stop by at the welcome zone, or welcome table, which is downstairs at the base of the stairs on this side of the sanctuary. And we'd love to meet you, get to know you, and again, answer any questions. Also, if you're not brand new, but just kind of new, you can ask questions too. I think there's like a 6-month, like a 6-month limit maybe, yeah. Then you have to take a class. A reminder to check out our website, unitychicago.org, for the latest happenings, and also for our business directory. Be sure to like us on Facebook if you haven't already, and stay in touch via the weekly email blast. If you haven't been receiving email, you can leave your address at the sign-up sheet, which is at the base of the stairs across from the welcome team. The Pet Ministry is here each Sunday with pets in need of foster or forever homes. Carol's going to be parading through. This is Carol Stiegel, and you can see her for more information. Oh, my. Oh. Oh, so sweet. Honey, don't go visit that kitty. A reminder that Linda Tinson, who is right over there, her weight management program continues today in the Oak Room at 1 o'clock. It's a 6-week course that will teach you to use the power of your mind to release the weight that no longer serves you. So in the vein of letting go. There is still time to say yes to the adventure of the Danube River Cruise that will be happening in September. You can save $300 on your cabin if you make your $400 per person deposit by January 31st, which is Tuesday, I think. Sign up at the info desk. The Many Paths One Source 2017 series begins today. That happens at 12:30 in the library, which is downstairs. Please see this week's bulletin or contact Joe Zephyrin for more details. Unity tote bags. I have a prop. Unity tote bags are still available. These are the most helpful things in the world. I still have a bunch of the green ones that we used to have. They're getting replaced with the black ones now. We're letting go of the green ones, though. Okay, good. They're still available. You can get yours at the information desk. They're $7 each. If you get 2, it's only $10, so it's quite a bit of savings. There's a new Unity men's group led by Joe Zephyrin, and they'll hold its first meeting on Wednesday, February 1st. That happens from 7 to 8:30 p.m. The group will be meeting on the first Wednesday of each month. Again, please contact Joe Zephyrin for additional information. The first silent meditation day of 2017 with Reverend Heidi will be held on Saturday, February 4th. Show up in February, not September, from 9:30 to 5. If you've only got time for a half a day, you can come or go at 1:30 p.m. Please bring a lunch and wear comfortable clothes. And if you want to manifest your dreams, start visualizing them. Reverend Heidi is having a vision board play. It's not flowing, can you tell? A vision board play shop on Saturday, February 11th. I've got September on my brain. I don't know what's going on. Sorry about that, guys. February 11th from 1 to 3. She'd like you to bring some magazines to cut up, and let's bring your vision to life. And now that I'm done slaughtering the announcements, let's welcome back Josie Felda.
Oh yeah, I moved from my old house. I moved from my old friends. I moved from my old way of straight. Thank God I moved out, yeah, to a brand new life. Yeah, I moved from my old house. Moved from my old friends. With words, I changed my old level mind. I changed my heart, got a brand new soul. Thank God I moved. new man. Don't you know? Hey, and one day I'll live in that new land because I moved out. Yes, I have to a brand new life. Oh, can't you see I'm a new man? Don't you know I got a new name? And that one day I'll live in that new land because I moved out. Yes, I have to a brand new life. Well, I got a new way I walk. I got a brand new talk. I got a brand new look. I got a brand new name. I got a new home. I got a new mind. I got a new home. And one day, new start is coming my way because I moved out, yes, to a brand new life. Oh, can't you see? I got a new man. Don't you know? I got a new land. And one day I'll live in that new land because I moved out. Yes, I have to a brand new life. Oh, can't you see? I'm a new man. Don't you know? I got a new land. Yes, that one day I'm gonna live in that new land as I moved out. Yes, I have to a brand new life. Oh, don't you see? I'm a new man. Oh, don't you know? I got a new name. One day I'm gonna live in that new land because I moved out. Yes, I have to a brand new Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Josie, Falbo, and Gretchen, and Rhoda, and Peter, and Bill, and Sarah. Thank you for making us rock today. No kids today, so let's stand and sing ourselves home.
Weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together, together The presence of God watches